woke up screaming today. I'm not your fucking toy. I'm not your little boy. Watch me when I sleep. You make me paranoid. I know you're watching me. You know my fantasies. Why am I paranoid? I'll burn your palace down. Why don't you fucking see? They're all out to get me. Watch me when I sleep. You make me paranoid. I know you're watching me. You know my fantasies. Am I paranoid? When I hear your name, why don't you fucking see? They're all out to get me.
Alright, I think you've had enough of that. That was Good Old Boys. Yeah, it was. Let me just turn this down. I think I'm peeking in, even though these filters are on. We'll see how this goes. It's going to be a bit messy. The focus is going to be off because I changed some settings somehow when I updated my app recently, and the Logitech app is being pretty shit, I'm not going to lie. Over here, you'll notice that Josh and Pat's MTG Bazaar, thank you very much for being our sponsors. There is an M21 bundle giveaway that is still going on Gleam at the moment, so definitely check out the description on YouTube, and also the latest Commander videos where you will find that as well. We're going to open this box. It's fresh, tasty Core 21 box. I just cracked a Grim Tutor out of another one because I decided that I wanted to crack one open with my partner Hayden, because the Ikoria box, unfortunately they didn't get to see any of that tastiness when I was opening it, because I opened it for y'all. And that is the thing. So NCPD Tom, thank you very much for the follow. The same with NBane TV. Thank you very, very much. So what we're gonna do is I don't know, we're just gonna open it. Just rip it open. Probably just talk about mostly trying to get the showcase cards. So the showcase cards are what we want, and it's probably gonna be hell on ears, I'm so sorry. What are we after? Rares and showcase and foils? I think feels like what we should be looking for. Oh, feel that crispy mintness in your ear holes, making you wish that I wasn't making the amount of noise that I am. Just gonna put these right up here. And we're gonna see what we can get. So I'm imagining down here is gonna be, because we don't have the O-ring yet, so down here is going to be, unfortunately, hard to see. Oh, look at that peak. That was horrible. What is going on with my mic? Maybe if I turn myself down a smidgen. Okay, so when you open the booster packs, they're going to be backwards, because these are the loose packs, the Japanese printed ones, I believe. They don't smell it though. Oh. Alright, so straight up, we've got a pretty looking island, the Showcase Island. 6 AM Kraken, let's go! Well, it's not 6 AM for me. And we have a Feline Sovereign as our first rare, and I may as well read this out for everyone. 2 colors and 1 green for a cat. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from doggos. Whenever 1 or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So that's probably going to go straight to Hayden for their awesome cat deck. Did we get any other old arts? Cultivate's back, by the way, so that's great. Yeah, we got a Liliana's Druid. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. Let's just chuck this in the box up here. If we can crack some foil spiciness. I got 3 foil rares out of the other box. One of them was the Containment Priest alt art, a normal Containment Priest rare foil, and oh, Baneslayer Angel. Well, there's our first mythic. Awesome. Yeah, so we got like 3 rares out of the last box, which was kind of nice, but at the same time, it's just like, I kind of wish one of them was a foil Grim Tutor. So Baneslayer Angel reprint. This is 2 white and 3 colors for an angel. It has flying, first strike, lifelink, protections from dragons, and protection from demons. Now, hilariously, I don't actually own a Baneslayer Angel in my entire Commander collection, and now I do, which is why I bought 2 boxes of this, because the main pulls I wanted was Ugin, because I just never bothered to get a copy because it was too expensive, Baneslayer Angel because it's always been too expensive, and Grim Tutor because, well, you know, I think it's only had like, what, 2 printings, and I don't think either of those are below $100. So that's a thing. Token, boring land. We've got a foil Revitalize, which, you know, whatever, it's a Revitalize. And our rare is a Pursued Whale. 5 colors and 2 blue for a whale. When Pursued Whale enters the battlefield, each opponent creates a 1/1 red pirate creature token. With this creature can't block, and creatures you control attack each turn if able. Spells your opponents cast at target Pursued Whale cost 3 more to cast, and it's an 8/8. So Ahab is definitely not going to get his whale, because you're never going to block the 1/1 pirates. It's going to let them be. And nothing good in the pack. So, 1 mythic is fine. Hopefully we will get the normal minimum of 4. Mountain, hey, oh. So, Fabled Passage, which is awesome because, you know, it's very much a standard thoroughfare now. And also, oh, look at that. It's an alt art. So I guess the hunt for the alt arts is going well. Solemn Simulacrum. Not foil, but still. Artifact creature golem for 4 mana for a 2/2. When he enters the battlefield, you can search your library for a basic land card, put that card on the battlefield tapped, shuffle your library. When he dies, draw a card. Sweet. Well, there's our first awesome looking alt art. I don't know if we should be putting these sanctums aside, these shrines, because I mean we've already got one. So, Pepsi Man. He is Pepsi Man. He looks so much like Pepsi Man. That was your Twitter, wasn't it? NCPD. Just gonna call you Tom because that's easier. Because I'm sure I saw somebody post a Pepsi Man meme the other day, like a comparison meme, and it was hilarious. Alright, so big beefy Rada Heart of Keld is our rare. This is 1 colorless, a red and a green for a legendary creature Elf Warrior, a 3/3. As long as your turn, Rada has first strike. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play lands from the top of your library. For 4 colors, a red and a green. Growl! Rada gets +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of lands you control. Kinda cool. Did we get any sweet alt arts? I mean, the alt arts in this don't really matter, to be honest, like, because they're all tied to planeswalkers by the looks of it. And it's just like, Are you winning? How goes the cracking? We've got an alt art Solemn Simulacrum, so that's pretty cool. I wanted that for Commander. And we've got a Baneslayer Angel, so I'm not going to say that we're winning, per se, but spicy cracks so far, like some good ones. Garrix Emblem, which is cool because it's an emblem. So I'm just going to put this down here so that I've got it for later. Our foil is a Llanowar Visionary. You know, actually, let's just chuck it back in here. Nobody has the buyer box. Nobody has the buyer box in Australia. That's correct. So I bought 2 boxes because I wanted the good cat dog, and nobody in Australia has received their M21 promos due to a shipping issue. This one is cat dog. So it's a cat and a dog. It's like Rin and something or other. I don't know. Engineer, if you do ! card and then the first name of the card, it should come up. Glorious Anthem, good old reprint. Enchantment, double white and 1. Creatures you control get +1/+1. I was playing in Standard when that came out, and it was a real shit. It was horrible to play against. There were just like white weenie decks everywhere, and they were just kicking ass. No cards with that name were found. Okay, well maybe nobody's imprinted it yet. No. Terrible. Alright, come on, Spice. Tranquil Grove, and we have... Ooh, Siberia. Kalzidi Caravana. This is 2 colors and a red. Haste. 1 colorless. Another target creature with power... Might help. 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Okay, cool. A red and a colorless and tap. Discard your hand until the end of turn. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. 2/3. That is just... Sure. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. I mean, it's probably not, but I'm sure it is, right? No all arts. Dan's usually way fast with that stuff. It'll be updated soon. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, Spell Table didn't seem to be either. I was going to run this through Spell Table so I could bring the cards up properly, but I couldn't do it, and I wasn't going to put on a card cam here because I knew the card cam probably A, wouldn't work properly, like, because it usually doesn't, or B, I'd have to manually type it in, which means you would hear the and no one wants to hear that. Ooh, red up, shiny, pretty showcase planes. I am all about them showcases. Our rare is Joel Rail, Monvuli Recluse? That sounds about right. I see myself peeking still. Am I still peeking? Am I too loud? I feel like I'm too loud, but there's supposed to be a filter on my... Yeah, the filters are there. I shouldn't be peeking out. I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyway. Legendary creature, human druid. This is a 1/2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token. 4 colors and 2 green until the end of turn. Creatures you control have base power and toughness of XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So, I don't know, like blue-green draw, I guess, is a thing. Yeah. But I mean, it's not if you're playing this as your commander, which is sad, but sure. Color identities matter. A green deck that wants to draw cards? Doesn't every green deck? Alright. Yep, we've got a foil seasonal Hallow Blade. No one cares, it's uncommon. We have a Baron Tellurian Archmage. This is a 2 blue and a colors for legendary creature human wizard. When Baron enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. So already not terrible. Wouldn't play this as a commander, and here's why. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Please don't play Bounce Matters decks. I know Bounce Travel sounds like it's going to be hella fun, but please consider your table. If you want some tips on considering your table, please check out twitter.com/Cheshire Plays. And in my post that is like set as the first post you will see, there's a link to being a better player. Please read that. Because no one wants to like play against a bounce deck that's just like, you can't play the game because you're just bouncing on my stuff, like I'm just going to quit. Can't go wrong with Arabo. So like playing more like all the cool kids. Yeah. So play all of the Cyclonic Rift and Armageddons. Yeah, exactly. See, Cyclo Rift is fine if you know when to play it, how to play it, and why you're playing it, which a lot of people don't. It's not so good when you have no idea what you're doing and you're just playing it higgledy-piggledy and slowing the game down over and over. And it's just like, no, don't. Please don't. Don't do that. So there's our second mythic, a Bazraket. This is 2 white and 1 colors for a Planeswalker Basri with 3 loyalty. So 3 mana, 3 loyalty, what could go wrong? Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. It gains indestructible till the end of turn. whenever one or more, oh, that text is really tiny. Whenever one or more non-token creatures attacks this turn, create that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens that are tapped and attacking. -6, you get an emblem with at the beginning of combat on your turn. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Oof, okay, so there's our Slayer. We're gonna put these aside, don't we? There are 2 mythics so far. Let's just chuck all of our rares into a pile, and we will just pick out some spice later and see what actual spice we got. But these are our mythics. Alright, great. No Alt Art Ugin yet. Sad face. Yeah, when used as a straight up reset, it's kind of minkus. Yeah, exactly. I wrote some like introductory articles for newer players, just basically being like, this is how to be a better player and this is not how to be terrible. And I think number 1 was like, don't play stacks. Just don't. Like, no one appreciates it. It's not cool. No one thinks it's cool. Oh, there's our first foil rare, which is a Temple of Mystery, which is the blue-green land. And our rare is a Temple of Melody, or Malady. Our alt art is a Basri's Solidarity, or Showcase, as it is, not alt art, technically speaking. We haven't pulled any alt art rares out of this yet, except for the Pepsi Man, which I guess we should actually put with our mythics because it's real cool. Same with our planes. The planes is a really cool pull as well. Pepsi Man. It's been a Pepsi Man. Friends let friends play Ice Orb Stasis. Do you really want me to build an EDH Stasis deck? Because I can. I absolutely can. Alright, so we've got a Showcase Plains, a... Ooh. It's a Planeswalker. It's a Chandra. We've got a Foil Cultivate. Pretties. And we have an Alt Art Chandra, Heart of Flame. This is 3 colors and 2 red legendary Planeswalker Chandra. Discard your hand, then exile the top 3 cards of your library until end of turn. You can play cards exiled this way for +1. Second +1, Chandra, Heart of Fire, deals 2 damage to any target, and -9 search graveyard and library for any number of red instant and or sorcery cards. Exile them, then shuffle your library. You may cast them this turn. Add 6 red. Ooh, baby. That's some special. Let's remember the time the pro player had infinite draw, no win condition. Yeah, that was LSV. Just and it wasn't like he was being deceptive about it either. It's just like playing the combo and then people just scooping to him and him just going, if somebody had have just like played it out, they would have realized that I didn't have my win condition. Like even I didn't know, which is just hilarious. All right, so I'm going to call it here. One of these two is probably going to be a foil in here, if we go by the containment post in the last one. All right. Scorch Barons. Peer into the Abyss, 4 colors and 3 black for a sorcery. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library, and then loses half their life rounded up each time. I kind of want to put that in an EDH deck. I don't know what type of deck I would put it in, but it just sounds like some grossness that I would probably try out. I feel like this camera isn't where I want it to be, because like I'm half off camera when I'm here. That's not right. Let's adjust that for a second. Let's adjust that a little bit. Let's have a look. Just a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. So that's some pretty cool spicy pulls so far. So that's 1/3 of the box down. Alright. And Rugged Highlands and Temple of Silence. I have been silenced. No, nothing good. Pure is pretty crazy. Can be. Can be nifty. I haven't thought about a way to you're making your opponent draw those cards, right? So let's say half their deck, let's say probably 40 cards. Play it with Smothering Tithe and get 40 treasure tokens. Yeah, okay. Ooh, so Pretty Forest. I love these showcase lands. I need a full set. See the Truth, which is actually can be broken with Vadrock, by the way. 1 blue and 1 colors for a sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. If this was cast from anywhere other than your hand, in other words, if you cast this from a discard pile because of Vadrock, then instead you get to keep all 3 of those cards. Pretty spicy stuff. They're all art. I feel like the old arts in this one, they're just not going to be worth anything at all, because they're all trash cards. Or one of them isn't. Once this month is over, I need to start playing more long distance Magic. Got to set up with card recognizing. Nice. Pan, welcome back. I plan to play it in my Tigum deck. Nice. Apparently I left plugs on. Don't worry about it. Shit is great. Yeah. I've got to remove. I don't know why swear words and stuff are being blocked now, because they shouldn't be, like, because I just don't care. I just don't care. I mean, I care to a point, but yeah. Here's our next mythic, an Elder Gargoth. 3 colors and 2 green for a creature beast. Vigilance, Reach, Trample. Whenever Elder Gargoth attacks or blocks, choose one. Create a 3/3 green beast creature token. You gain 3 life. Draw a card. Holy balls, is that just epic. Chandra's Pyroling is our alt art, which we don't really care about, but we're going to put them to the side anyway. Just can't see that they're going to be worth anything at any point unless one of them actually becomes usable in a deck. Spell table? Yep. Oh, right. Okay. Wrong stack. Yeah, spelltable.com, that's what I play on as well. Yeah, we got to play one game with a friend who has a 4:3 webcam. Oof. Its cards were literally pixels. Found the best way for my cards to be legible was to use some phone via stealth. Well, I tried that tonight, which is why the stream was actually a little bit late, because I wanted it to show up rather than it being like this. But unfortunately, for some reason it wouldn't pick up my cameras. So, ooh, so there's our Pretty Swamp. I want these in foil so bad. Pretty Swamps look gorgeous. And our normal art, Solemn Simulacrum. Sorry, Pepsi Man, you're just so much more beautiful. Did we get anything good out of this? No. Burn it. Boring, sad robot. Exactly. For extra control, you can get Droid Cam. Yeah, I tried Droid Cam. I did not like it at all. I couldn't get it to connect to my phone through the API at all. Alright, so we got a foil Grasp of Darkness. I'm sure the Grasp of Darkness used to be an uncommon, right? But now it's a common, so whatever. We got a pack... Wrong pile. We got a pack leader. This is a good doggo at 1 white and 1 colorless. Other dogs you control get +1/+1. Whenever pack leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. Interesting. Cat dogs. Cat dogs. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. Alright, let's keep this rolling. Volcanic Salvo. 10 colors and 2 red for a sorcery. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. Volcanic Salvo deals 6 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers, not even players. It is just a bad one. I mean, it's probably going to be like fine and limited, but still. And Garrix Gorehorn is our crappy vanilla 7/3 alt frame, or whatever you want to call it. I think they're supposed to be like alt frame cards. Why bother? I don't understand. But yeah, this is just not going to be worth anything. Thinking about being worth things. I thought it was a Teferi. Teferi's Ageless Insight is our special showcase frame. Prettiness. Awesome. 2 colors and 2 blue legendary enchantment. If you would draw a card except the first one you draw on each of your turns, each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Interesting. I only just noticed that they also have a different foil stamp. It's a little round foil stamp instead. So that's different and new. Don't know if that will be used in any decks, but I'm sure somebody will find a way to make it good. I'm happy Sad Robot is in the set because I love ramp. Yeah, me too. Sad that the only decent ramp deck is Turbo Ugin. Yeah, well, you know, in this environment, you put in an Ugin, like, there's cultivates and stuff. It's just asking for trouble, really. Liliana's Standard Bearer. This is a zombie knight with flash for 2 colors and a black. When Liliana's Standard Bearer enters the battlefield, draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. 3/1. So this is for the Aristocrats deck, obviously, and can be very, very good. I haven't come across anything yet in this particular box other than, obviously, my Sad Robot that I want for my EDH decks, to be honest, and maybe this big green beefy boy, because holy crap, that looks cool. And that feels like I need to use that. So the full art cards come in foil also. Yes, they do. Could I get a full art Pepsi Man for my Marchesa deck? Yes, you can. If you want to do that, my suggestion isn't cracking a box, but instead just going to your LGS and seeing if they're cracking collector's boosters and just buy it outright. Collector boosters are 12 per a box, so that's why I didn't get a collector's box, because it just seemed like such a big waste of money. And the only reason I was getting 2 boxes is because I was like, maybe I'll crack a Grim Tutor, which I need, but I need a whole bunch of mythics from this set that I just never bothered actually buying. Normal Forest, and a Stormwing Entity. This is 3 colors and 2 blue for a creature elemental 3/3. This spell costs 3 less, that is 1 blue and 2 colors less to cast if you've cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. Has flying, has prowess, and when it enters the battlefield you get to scry 2. Very cool elemental, very cool card, very much like it. Some good design and some interesting flavor. Our alt art is a Teferi's Protege. Saws stares at last 4 mystery boosters lookingly. Yeah, look, I tried to get a mystery booster box because this was supposed to be 1 box of M21 and 1 box of mystery boosters, but apparently none of our stores around have them at the moment, and they're about $220 Australian for us to buy. So like, I traded a whole bunch of cards in to get enough store credit for this and this beautiful new Gorgon playmat, this Vraska. So yeah. So we've got a foil common, which is a Thornwood Falls. And we have a Sublime Epiphany, which is actually another card that I forgot that I needed for Commander. I was on the list for the second shipment. My LGS got 200 Canadian. I snagged it, and I've been opening some packs on stream. Nice. But I want to open them now. That art, though. That art. Yeah. This art is just gorgeous. I want this on a playmat. Oof. So, 4 colors and 2 blue. Choose 1 or more counter target spell. Counter target activated or triggered ability. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Target player draws a card. Now, I'm gonna say that this card, even though it's quite, the casting cost is quite expensive, don't get me wrong, I do feel that it will end up being in some standard deck, at least, you know, a couple copies in some sort of like standard control deck, because even though it's expensive, like being able to make a copy of a creature, it gives you so many outs to like, yeah, stupid shit. But that art is just gorgeous. Yeah. Blossoming Sands. Mazemind Tome. So, 2 colors for an artifact, put a page counter on Mazemind Tome and scry 1. Tapping it, of course. 2 and tap, put a page counter on the Mazemind Tome and draw a card. When there are 4 or more page counters on Mazemind Tome, exile it, and if you do, you gain 4 life. Yep. I mean, I don't think I'm going to play that in Commander anytime soon. I don't think I'm going to be playing that in anything anytime soon. But it is an artifact, so you never know. Like, maybe there is a good way to use it. Worst treasure map is still pretty good. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just there to draw cards. I'm sure it'll be fine in standard. I can't imagine anyone's going to be digging their grave to use it. Alright, so we have a foil rare. This is a Ghostly Pilferer. This is 1 colors and a blue for a Spirit Rogue 2/1. Whenever the Pilferer becomes untapped, you can pay 2, and if you do, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Very situational. Discard a card. The Pilferer can't be blocked this turn. This is 100% going straight into my Eureka the Tiger Shadow deck. The extra hands are backwards? The extra hands are backwards? Hey, the extra hands are backwards! I never noticed that. That is just weird. Oh, and our actual non-foil rare is a Niambi Esteemed Speaker. So this is Azorius, or 1 blue and 1 white, for a legendary creature human cleric 2/1 with flash. When Niambi enters the battlefield, you can return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, you gain life equal to that creature's converted mana cost. For an Azorius, or 1 blue and 1 white, and a color, tap and discard a legendary card to draw 2 cards. So pretty good with Baron, I guess. Someone in our Discord is incredibly sharp, picked it out right away in the spoilers. Nice. Alt Arts, no, Radiant Fountain. Alt Art, there we go. Basri's Acolyte. Lifelink, blah, 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 don't care. Alright, we are 2/3 through the box now. I need to sort out my trade binder and trade for stuff I need. Yeah, well that's what I did. I went to Tabernacle where I bought these. Well, and traded in like $700 worth of cards. So, normal planes, Necromancy. This is a sorcery for 2 black and 1 color. Choose a card name other than a basic land. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, library for any number of cards with that name and exile them. That player shuffles their library, then create a 2/2 black zombie creature token for each card exiled from their hand this way. You could be giving them zombies, it could not be, but you know, it's fine in standard. Haven't had time because I'm trying to pass this semester. Well, that's your own fault, isn't it? As if you want to pass uni after paying all that money for a degree that the government's probably just going to laugh at in 12 months anyway. I'm kidding. Alright, last stack. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3 mythics, so 4 mythics so far. So we chewed through 4, technically 4 mythics. I have a feeling we're going to get more. I guess we'll just put our, like, gorgeous showcases right up there. So the hunt for the old arts is going well, but none of those are an Ugin. So what we really want is an Ugin Alt Art. That's a Sure Strike in foil. And our rare is a Temple of Triumph. No, no more of that. passing uni will let me get a high-paying job, which lets me earn more magic. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Get the high-paying job, afford more magic, buy Black Lotus, start your own company, sell shares in Black Lotus. Bloodfell Caves, Primal Might. 1 green and X for a sorcery. Target creature you control gets +X/+X until the end of turn. Then it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. It's fine. It's just fine. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to sneeze at. It's just fine. Thanks everyone for hanging in here. It's making me feel very appreciated that we have so many viewers. It's very good. Just remember that just ignore the pop-ups when they come up. This stream is sponsored by Josh and Pat's MTG Bazaar, PUREMTGO.com, and Inked Gaming. For all of your gaming supplies, go to inkedgaming.com/chesh. Ruined Halo, there's a reprint. 2 white. As Ruined Halo enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Am I thinking Ruined Halo was a reprint? Sure, it was a reprint, wasn't it? You have protection from the chosen card name. You can't be targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything with that name. I know what deck that needs to go in against Brandon. It's a good hit. Excellent. Did we get anything exciting? No, we didn't. Don't even know why I'm checking for showcases, to be honest, because again, I just don't feel like they're going to be worth anything. The old frame, I should say. Like, the Teferi's Tutelage, I think, is the only one that's going to be worth anything. More Plains, Foil Titanic Growth, and a conspicuous Snoop, which from memory, that's actually surprisingly up there with the price of these cards. Play with the top card of your library revealed. Oh, sorry, 2 red, Goblin Rogue. You can cast Goblin spells from the top of your library. Oh, that's why. As long as the top card of your library is a Goblin card, Conspicuous Snoops has all activated abilities of that card. That is a good hit. And we have a Flame Him Up. I mean, look, I do dig these. Okay, I do dig these frames. Don't get me wrong, and I'm sure that they're great in foil. I'm just a bit meh on them because it's like, well, why is it's just the Planeswalker cards? Okay, great. That's great. Come on. Give me that Ugin, baby. You know what? Give me that foil Ugin. Foil Ugin Alt Art by the end of this box. What do you reckon? Nope. Valorous Steed is our foil. And we've got another Ghostly Pilferer, this time non-foil. We don't need to go through that again. We already know what it is. That's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 booster packs left. Big Ugin energy in that Teferi pack. I mean, I wouldn't mind cracking an alt Teferi, I guess. But, yeah. Breaking Teferi in Commander sounds like a great thing. Alright, so we've got Garrix Harbinger. This is an interesting one. 2 green and the colors for a 4/3 beast hexproof from black. When Garrix Harbinger deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. Your next you may reveal a creature card or Garrix planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Garrix Tribal, anyone? Alt foil Teferi is where it's at. Yeah, that would be like the big thing, right? Come on, Wizards of the Coast. Nothing overly exciting? Not really? No. Great. Ditch it. Yeah, I have a box of Jumpstart coming, thanks to trading all those cards as well, so I'll be doing something with Jumpstart when that happens in July. Alright, so we've got a Karavak the Spiteful. This is 2 colors and 2 black for a human warlock. Other creatures get minus one, and it's a 3/2. We actually cracked a foil one of those out of the box, out of the other box. It was just like, great, foil rare. And we have another 7/3 Garrix Gorehorn that is worth 0 cents. I don't know. I think we've petered out. I think we've hit our mark on mythics, perhaps. Duke Temple of Mystery. Because I needed more Scrylands, apparently. No alt foil. No alt arts. So that's fine. 2 booster packs left. And I've got nothing left to open. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, technically speaking, I've got nothing left to open. Not here anyway. I've received all those decks from Wizards, the Commander decks, so hashtag sponsored. There's going to be some sponsored Wizards content coming in the next 2 weeks, which is going to be deck intros and $50 rebuilds of all of the 5 new Commander decks. A little bit late, but better late than never. Oh, there's our foil. A Leafkin Avenger. And, we got another mythic. It is a Chromatic Orrery. This is 7... getting tongue-tied. 7 colors for a legendary artifact. You can spend mana as though it was mana of any color. Tap to add 5 colors to your mana pool. 5 and tap to draw a card for each color among permanents you control. That sounds pretty good. So that's our 5th mythic out of the box. We got 4 in the last box. Last booster pack. There's no way we're hitting anything good out of the last booster pack. You versus Mana Rock, she told you not to worry about the Alpha Rock. Huge Ugin energy. Alright. This is what we're gonna do. I'm looking at slow roll it, I don't care. Nah. It is a Speaker of the Heavens. This is the lamest thing ever. This is 1 colors for a 1/1 white human cleric. Vigilance lifelink. Tap to create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate this ability only if you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, and only anytime you can cast a sorcery. Wee. Well, no Ugin, no Teferi. We got some nice hits, but it's fine, I guess. So let's recap. We got our I guess we should start with, yeah, no, that's fine. So we've got an Orrery, we got an Elder Gargaroth, we got a Bazraket, and a Baneslayer Angel as our normal mythics. We got an Alt Art rare in the form of Solemn Simulacrum, and of course we have our Alt Art mythic Chandra. None of them are foil though, which makes me a bit sad because foils sell better. And sometimes you can, kind of get a little bit of ROI so that you can buy stupid packs, the collector's packs. But that was the opening. Thank you very much for hanging out. Again, Josh and Pat's MTG Bazaar if you're in Australia, New Zealand, or Malaysia. They are a cool auctioneer that you can find on Facebook. Chadrock, Pushed Greenie, Fun Wet Planeswalker, Pepsi Man, Sweet Border Chandra. Exactly. Other than that, I guess tune in AEST 10 a.m. on Sunday. I think it's 10 a.m. Check my Twitter for proper times. We're going to be having Ian Dix. We're going to have Dixon himself, the Dix, on the channel. The same with... Not bad. Oh, it could have been worse. You've made me lose my train of thought. That is great. All right. As with the Maverick Girl is also going to be on the stream with us playing some awesome Commander. So that's going to be really fun. And I can hope that you can all hang out. My next stream is not bad. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, we do what we can. We've had, Gavin Verhey, we've had Sheldon Memory, we've had Chase, we've had a whole slew of really cool guests. So we just kind of get lucky because we're Australian and we ask, and sometimes we blackmail because people have forgotten about us. But other than that, that's it for today. That's all we got. I'm going to go away and start working on 5, count it, 5 sponsored videos from Wizards with the new Commander decks, which are sitting behind me right now. I also need to make a deck for Sunday, which, I don't know, I wanted to play Snap decks, but now that I've got these new Commander decks, I should probably do a $50 budget build to play on the stream. Yeah, so that's fun. Alright, cool. Well, I need to go and have some more water because I'm feeling a bit bleh. But I hope you can all hang out with me next time. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff on YouTube. You follow me here on twitch.tv/Cheshire Place Games or over on youtube.com/Cheshire Place Games. It's really important that we get the subs up. Numbers are mostly meaningless, but some places still pay attention to those numbers. So as much as I want to tell you numbers don't matter, they might not matter to me, they matter to sponsors above all else. They look at views and they look at follows. So all of the views, all of the follows, share all the content, and go to PUREMTGO.com for my actual writing on Commander. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for hanging out. I love you, you nerds.